What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tennessees. What is good? Happy Monday. Y'all know what it is. Hot takes. RobDaManMedia, Mr. Shake My Hand. Rob, what's happening?
Man, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, man, I hope everybody having a beautiful Monday out there. Good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. Good morning if you're on the West Coast. We in this thing, man. I'm trying to see if I can see Cess. She looking like the flying so there's something to see her right now.
You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's happening out here. I don't know. The show started and I disappeared. Let me see what's happening. Rob, we got you on the hot seat today, though. Man, this one should be fun. There we go. Show up. This one should be fun.
Yeah. G and Rob, you know what I'm saying? Got to put the hat on today. G and Rob in the building today. So
we're gonna put Rob. What the heck is going on? Hold on. Don't worry about that, y'all. I'm gonna fix that. We're gonna put Rob on the hot seat. Coming in the door. Y'all like and share. We got Jeremy in the building. What's good? Y'all know what it is. Like and share. They both right there. We got Rob on the hot seat. So, Rob, I was thinking about, hey, man, listen. We gotta take a look back at this draft, right? We gotta go back and look at the draft and just talk a little bit about. What'd you say?
I said it's part two. You know what I'm saying, for the people that really play, not just overall landscape. Because the first edition we did the whole draft and we reviewed, but this part two of people that actually, did something in the dub.
Exactly. So we're gonna go through these rookies. Some of them that played. Well, all of them had to at least play. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about people who, if you didn't come over to the country, what's it talk about? We're not going to talk about y'all. We're not talking about.
If you got drafted and got cut, we ain't talking about you.
So it's gonna be some people that we don't talk about. It's gonna be some people we don't talk about, but it's also gonna be some people that we do talk about. So we're gonna, and the reason we're doing this is because we got a chance to see. I think this year, one of the most surprising rookie classes that we've seen in the WNBA. Remember, I was saying, hey, listen, everybody is trading off their picks because they don't like what they see in this draft. And then at this point of the season, it's a whole lot of rookies that I would put on my team. It's a whole lot of rookies that I would put on my team. So
I ain't gonna say all that, but there's some rookies I'll put on my squad. I ain't gonna say everybody.
So I'm being honest. I would put Paige on my squad.
Definitely.
I ain't gonna tell you now. I ain't gonna tell you now. You're gonna be surprised at the ones that I will put on my squad when we go back through this list. Because I was surprised. I was like, damn, that many? Hold on, let me go back through this list. Yeah, I would. Okay. Yeah. So it ended up like that for me. So we're gonna take a look and find out what Rob thinks. And we're gonna start with, with the number one pick. We're gonna start with Paige Beckers.
All right. So before we do that, how surprising is it to you to see that some second round and third round players were able to stay on some teams this year?
Oh yeah, good point.
That's the real testament of this draft is how many second and third round picks actually stayed or got opportunity to stay on rosters and actually got an opportunity to go hoop.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying too. Maybe when I say, hey, I'm surprised by the number of rookies that I would keep on my roster. I'm surprised. So Paige was first, right? I think we saw that coming in, right?
What more do you need from me? That's what you got to say, man. What more do you need from me? I mean, that's just Paige goddamn Beckers, man. Rookie of the year. She's rookie of the year. I don't think nobody would not take Paige on their team. If you don't take Paige on your team.
The question, okay, so you would still take Paige one.
Correct.
Is Dallas still the team, after you've seen everything this summer, is Dallas still the team that you would want to see Paige on?
I mean, how I felt coming into the draft. I knew she would go number one. I just didn't want her to go to Dallas. I wanted her to go to Seattle because I thought her going to Seattle would put that team way over the top. But I'm as the season went on, I'm thankful that she didn't go to Seattle.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad she didn't end up in Seattle either. That wouldn't have been cool. So, um, what grade do you get at pick? Is that an A? Is it a B? How did that work out?
I mean, it's
She
got to be
joined
A.
Enrique. Sabali was out the door.
Listen, anytime you can average over 5 assists and not turn that thing over 5 times in a game, and you still got a goose egg next to that, you gotta give it an A, baby. You gotta give it an
A. Let me back up. Do you think was Dallas in a situation where they had to take Paige number one, no matter what? They had to take Paige.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they couldn't look at nobody else.
We agree there.
But
I was going to ask you about this roster.
If you would have looked at anybody else instead of Paige, you'd have been a damn fool. You might fire a whole organization.
It'd have been a mutiny. In Dallas. That helped you out. So, as currently constructed, considering the coaching group that's there, can this roster actually handle 3 high usage guards, or is it trade inevitable?
You're gonna have to trade one of them to at least try to get a wing.
What's going on, y'all? I see FM in the building, Jeremy in the building. Okikiola! Miracle Water Few, what's happening? Yeah, it's so much better in Dallas right now. Did Dallas need to have? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm saying, you know what's crazy to me? That they named the Dallas Wings and they ain't never got no goddamn wings. Did anybody ever pay attention to that, man?
That's crazy. I ain't never even looked at it like that. But it's hard to find
the wings, and y'all should have a multitude of wings. Because y'all name all Dallas Wings. So y'all should have a multitude of wing players.
Exactly. But I don't know. That's why I'm scared about that tempo name. Because Toronto better play with some tempo.
Yeah, like Toronto
better play with some tempo. But I got a question too.
Your name, though.
Did Dallas have to go through the DeJounte and the Lissa trade and addition to get to where they're at this season? Like, did they have to go through that? Did they need to see DeJounte and Lissa come through there to get to where they're at right now?
They didn't need to take the experiment at all. They just did that just because they had to spend up some money. Somebody had to take the money. So, it was just a why not. It was pretty much a why not for Nalissa, right? It was a why not for DeJounte because they was going to Texas. They got a bunch of family, bunch of friends down there. Same place where they play college ball at. So it was just a win-win for them. Mm-hmm. They knew Paige was gonna be there. They knew Enrique was gonna be there. Oh, the thing was they didn't know that they didn't have no bigs. They didn't. I think that situation ends differently if they had a different coach there in place.
Okay.
I don't think they really had identity coming into the season. They didn't really have identity. And this is one of them. We're going to learn throughout the season who we are and how we need to play by the end of the season.
See, I think that they had to have DeJounte come through there so they could see who Chris was. Because DeJounte was the one to push back and let us know Chris was breakable. He's fragile. Like, I think we needed to see that so you can see what kind of talent Chris can actually, what he can work with, if that's what they're gonna choose to have him there, and then who he can't work with if he's gonna be there, because he can't coach a DeJounte, right? He can't coach a DeJounte, but if he's gonna step back and let Paige be the mouthpiece and kind of run everything with the team, he may be able to be successful there another year, but he's gonna have to be really, really quiet, really quiet. More quiet than the whisper, you know what I'm saying? To me, when they sit at the table, he looks like Paige's son, and I'm not being funny. I'm like, seriously. I mean, like, he looks out of place. Paige looks like the adult in the room at the table with him. He's looking around. He's looking down. Paige is confident. She's right at the camera. Now this is what we doing. This is what we got going on. And Chris is looking like, I don't know. He doesn't take charge for me. No more die. Yay area. What's good? One answer. Auntie Kurt Miller is the Wings GM. Enough said. Seattle Wings. FM say name Seattle Wings. They got big wings too, Rob. Yeah. What's up, Frank? So let's get to the second pick, Rob. I'm really interested because we were just talking about Seattle anyway. And I mean, Paige came into it, and I don't want to, champ, Final Four, most outstanding player, generational floor general, I believe. So I would take her at one. Here's two. Malonga at two to the Storm. Now she's 19 years old, EuroLeague pro, explosive athleticism. For those of y'all that don't remember, they wanted. I think they initially were going to pair her with somebody like a Jewel Lloyd, but Jewel Lloyd's not there, so there's that. What do you think about that pick?
I would have went Citron.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep stating this keep stating because I would never pick Malonga at number 2. That's just me personally.
Okay, that's fine. What grade do you give Malonga's rookie season?
I'm gonna give it right now. I'm giving it a B-. But because she needs some room to improve, right? Defensively, get stronger. So she's not getting pushed around. So right now, I'm gonna give her borderline B-.
Okay. How WNBA ready is she? How much more WNBA ready is she at the end of this season than she was at the start of the season?
Oh, tremendously! It's been a big leap, right? Because it's once you play, like it's get easier the more you play. The less you play, it's much harder. So the easier you playing, it's making it easy for her to adjust. So now that she's playing more, I don't agree with the pattern of how they playing her and Ezzy. I don't like that by no means. But what they telling you is Ezzy is on her way out the goddamn door. That's what they telling you.
Okay. And you like Citron?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, but that was before they would have picked up Brittany Sykes because I think they should have went and got Citron from the start of this, and they would have been in a better situation because you would have had Gabby and Citron as your 2 wing players. And then Citron's a better shooter than Brittany Sykes. So they put another shooter on the floor for spacing purposes. So when you look at it from that standpoint, from what Seattle wants to do, they're missing that 3-point shooting wing and somebody that can defend at a high level. So you would have had her and Gabby. There would have been a 1-2 punch where y'all could have really made some noise in the league.
So where does Jordan Horston fit in?
She's already hurt.
But I'm saying you bring in a Citron. Jordan Horston is coming back in the season. Right. Where does she fit coming back?
So she's your backup, right? To either you can either put her for coming in for Citron minutes, or you can have her come in for Gabby Williams. You got a 3-person rotation.
You think Horston is a bench player in this league?
She's a role player, regardless of the fact, right? What she starts to come off the bench, she's still a role player. I don't necessarily have her starting. I don't think that.
I thought Horston was one of their better defenders. I have Horston starting, and for me, when I said for them to get Gabby, I said, "Yo, Gabby doesn't help you all the first season, but Gabby Horston going to the future." So my thing was Gabby Horston, Ezzy going into the future. I like that for Seattle. Now I don't know. Yolanda Hall, what's up, fam? We appreciate your service. Stay safe over there. In Iraq, we appreciate your service, though, fam. Thank you for tuning in.
Appreciate you. What I was gonna say today is I want Horse to be my 6th man. Bring that energy, bring that dog, change up the game. So that's why I wouldn't start her because I want when she come in, I want the game to change.
You want her to be like a
game changer,
the microwave.
Yeah, I want her to be the game changer.
Johnson. I got you.
Yeah, I don't want her. I don't necessarily need the energy to start the game because then when you go to the bench, who you going to the bench to? That's what you got to look at. You know what I'm saying? So you can start her, but then you go to the bench, and if you go straight down, then everything that she just worked on, she got to build that right back up when she come back into the game.
Well, where's Tiffany Mitchell? Where does Tiffany Mitchell fit in?
Well, Tiffany
Mitchell she ain't just no slouch sitting on the bench.
But she wasn't third at the beginning of the season. You're talking about I'm looking at it from the beginning of the season, not who's there now, right? So in that situation, because Citron being drafted there, right, at the beginning of the season, Tiffany Mitchell wasn't there. She's with the Aces.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to talk about right now, that's a whole different other story. But I'm talking about from the beginning
Well,
of the
yeah,
season.
because you were saying when Horston come back, she would be the backup. So Gabby would start. So that's what I'm saying. Where's Tiffany Mitchell in the mix of that now? Because she ain't just no slouch sitting on the bench.
Well, she's still gonna be the backup. I mean, she's still right. Either she come in for Brittany Sykes or she comes in for Gabby Williams. And Horston is the same thing. Like that's the 4-player rotation for them 4 players. And then you got Eric Willis. She'll come in for Skylar, but I don't think Skylar, one of them gonna be gone next year. So I don't think that's gonna be.
So you got Sykes, Wheeler, Skylar, Horston, Gabby. Who else am I forgetting?
The only other person that's up there is Brown, Lexi, but she ain't gonna play.
No, because there's Zaya Cook too.
I keep forgetting about because they don't play Zaya. That's why I forgot about it. They don't play her.
So I can't figure out what they want to actually do except stockpile guards and big wings. I'm trying to understand what y'all doing. And then you got them up there. You're not doing anything with them. So I don't know. It's just interesting. But this is again one of the reasons that we're having the conversation. Where they're currently constructed now with the rookies that they have. How would they move forward?
Yeah, but
do you think?
I think if you had CTR from the beginning of the season, this team looks way different than what it looks like right now.
Oh, sure. Do you see Seattle being patient enough to let Malonga grow?
They have to. They have no choice now.
So, but here's the thing: if they move on from Noel Quinn, does the next coach have to be patient? That might not even be their player. That might not be what they wanted.
It's too late.
So are you locked into that?
They already opened it up, so there is no whoever the coach is, you gonna have to play her now because y'all didn't already open the box. If y'all would have just kept bringing her along, keep giving her 10 to 15 minutes. Now once y'all started playing her 20, 25, 30 minutes, depending on the game, and you not playing Izzy, you already opened that box, so there's no coming back from it. You have to play her now.
We'll see. We would be hiring for Malonga. Okay, that's a good point. Who's the coach for Malonga? What's up, Erica? Is there a coach for Malonga?
In the dub right now, I would say
Rima.
See, so here's the thing: a coach like Malonga would be like.
1 second, y'all. Go ahead, Rob.
A coach like Malonga would be like a Becky. As much as I'm not saying that Becky is going to Seattle or Malonga is going to the Aces. Either Becky or Sandy up in New York. She needs somebody that plays in a pacing space, where they allow their bigs to do a lot of things different in the league, as far as stretch off from the 3-point line all the way to the block. So I think those will probably be the best 2 coaches. But I think Seattle is going to go try to hire a European coach or it's going to be a coach that runs a lot of European sets. Malonga needs a coach that runs a lot of European sets that involves the bigs to dribble a little bit more and give them the freedom of motion. So that's what I'll say for Malonga. Honestly, that's what kind of coach she needs. Is somebody that's going to run European sets, European action, and that's going to allow the bigs to play with some freedom of motion. Because Malonga wants to handle that thing. She want to dribble more, but I could tell that they're trying to stop her from doing it. So, what will be my grade for Malonga this season? I gave a B-. And we're going to be moving on to Citron and Washington. What would I do? Would I keep this pick? Would I trade this pick? Is Citron the right fit? For me, this.
I'm sorry. I got one more question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I got one more question about Malonga. Malonga's athleticism. If you compare it with anybody in the dub, who would you most want to see Malonga play with?
Paige.
Really? Okay. Why
Because
Paige? Why?
because I know Paige is gonna be unselfish. That if it's one person that I would say. If it's one thing I can say
Yeah,
about
don't come in requesting your song. You know, don't come in requesting your song. Ask somebody, hey, did they play? Did the DJ play that? Thank D Dub. What's good? Good morning. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, now if it's one thing I'll say about Paige, she's gonna be unselfish. Paige would be the person that'll put you in a pick and roll situation. And if she got it going, Paige gonna make sure that you know she got it going, because she's gonna keep running action to let you eat, let you cook. So that if it's one person I'll say Malonga I would love to see her play with, that would be Paige Beckers. But I don't think that I never get the opportunity.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I thought it would have been another 4 that you would have liked to see her with, see her pay, with. But interesting. Um.
No, I think Malonga's best attribute would be playing with another a guard, but it's an unselfish guard. They
So
can
okay.
go get you 25, but also they can go out there and get you 12 assists to go with that 25.
Okay, and I don't want to keep us here forever, but do you think that Malonga's game turns into above the rim game, like everybody keeps talking about? Oh, she's gonna be dunking. Oh, she's gonna be dunking. Do you see alley oops coming?
If she gets stronger, her base gets stronger. Yes, she can do it.
Okay.
Um, you know what's crazy? It's a lot of time when she go lay the ball, I'm like, yo, why you just didn't go duck that? But you go,
over.
yeah. But see, here's the thing, and that's why I say she probably like a Becky will probably help her. You know them NBA coaches that they got on that staff. That's the type of shit that they'll be doing with her, making her do miking drills, making her heavy ball off the backboard, and when you catch it,
Yeah, but
dunk it, catch it,
Rob,
drop step, dunk it.
But that's because they're amazed that she can do it, not because that's the skill set that she needs to be working on. Like, look what she can do. Like, bro, come on.
That's why I said what I said. All those NBA coaches that's over there, that's what they would have her doing, because they see the athleticism. If we can get her base stronger and she can just, hey man, pivot, boom, and just yam on you. You know what I'm saying? Like drop step. Hey, listen. What makes this easy is if I could come off the dribble, boom, boom, and I could just drop this thing off, and all she gotta do is one step, power up, and just go like that. It's a wrap for you. Like there's nothing you can do for it. So that's what I'm saying in that situation is you have to look at it from a different aspect of, hey, what are they, you know what I'm saying, what they doing in Seattle? Or they really want her to dunk? If they really want her to dunk, she'd be dunking right now with ease.
Oh man, they say Bay was cooking Dom yesterday. Woo.
All right, that's Bay though. She been handing out. She been handing out. She been handing that out lately though to a lot of people. She been getting that workout to a lot of people lately.
Okay, and then go back. I'm sorry if you don't mind. What was your grade for Paige? One more time.
It was an A. I got Paige an A. I gave Malonga a B minus just because of her strength and defense.
Okay. Let me see who's next. When we look next, who was next? Oh, we know who it was. Kikiola. Kikiola.
That's not who next.
Kikiola Iriafen.
Did you skip on Citron? Citron was number 3.
Citron.
No, I was just
talking about you was talking about Citron.
I just got into talking about Citron.
But you had said you was gonna take Citron at Seattle, so I thought you had mixed them two together.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna say what the order was. Okay.
My bad. No. I don't want to cut Citron off. I thought you had combined them because you was like, yo, I would have took Citron at Seattle. So no. I don't want to cut. I don't want. Let's not skip Citron. I thought you had combined them. Let's talk Citron.
Hey, Citron, she gets a B plus.
Okay.
Borderline A minus right now for me. And the reason I got her borderline A minus is because I think there's some games where maybe it's I won't say necessarily it's her. It's more of the coaches not going to her enough in the games. So that's why she's a B plus and not an A minus in the situation. Because I think there are some games where she could have made some more impact on games, and she was just satisfied with scoring 10 points a game. Because she has a streak that's I got 10 points a game that they got going in Washington for consecutive games, and she's done it twice where she scored she went 14 games, she's scoring 10 plus points a game, and she gets satisfied when she can go out there and go get 20, 25. I think her average should be higher than what it is this year. But that plays into the coach, not going to her. So I gotta give that some grace. I mean, not grace, but that's gotta be docked. Your aggressiveness on the offensive end.
So is it trying to prototype for WNBA big, for WNBA wing? I'm sorry, not big, wing. Is she the prototype? Is that what you want? The defensive versatility, the scoring?
Yeah. If I'm looking for
a prototype,
if I'm looking for a wing, that's what I want on my wing, right? To be able to defend at a high level, give me length, have the strength to be able to guard 1 through 3, possible 4, depending on who's on the floor. Have the lateral quickness to keep the ball in front of you, but also be able to get into the passing lane and get steals. Be able to go block shots off the ball, right?
Funny you say that.
Yeah.
Because my question is, how big of a defensive impact can she make in year 2?
She can make huge strides.
That's gonna tell a lot about.
She can make huge strides.
How she sticks in this league, I think.
Yeah, she can make huge strides moving forward. I just want to see her a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end, but also want to see the coaches draw up stuff. There's a lot of times where I see plays being drawn up and she's in the corner. Instead of her being in the slot, she's in the corner. So when a ball reversal comes, that ball is going to somebody that can't do nothing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to wait for her to come off 2 pin down screens or a pin down screen. Like, it's just too much to get her the ball, man. Hey, man, just get her the ball and get the hell out the way, man. Let's let her work. But, that's on Washington, though, right? Not having better guards around her, or them not scheming her up to put her in the slot and to put her to come off a high pick and roll ball screens. I'm just tired of seeing Washington go run action to the opposite side and then having her come off 2 pin down screens, or she's back cutting to the rim and you don't have the capability of getting her the ball into certain situations. I would love to see her post up more because I think she has a good post up game. For a guard / wing, she has a decent post up game where she can go get easy baskets, and I don't think they don't utilize that much. But that's on Washington for not understanding who the player that they got. They know they got it. They know they got to steal, but they don't know that they got all the qualities of what she has. So, does Citron remind you of J.O.? At times, yes. At times she can be, but she's a bigger version of Citron. I mean, that's a bigger version of J.O. Sorry. Citron's a bigger version of J.O.
Bigger than J.O. for me. Okay. Well, anything else about Citron? Because I don't want to skip Citron, but those were the things that I have heard. Her defensive impact was year 2, and then her grade, of course.
B plus, borderline A minus.
There we go. And so now, Kikiola, Kiki Irving.
I know you've been waiting to talk about her, so let's do it. What's on your mind?
I wasn't no fan. I wasn't a fan coming out of college, not at Stanford, not at USC. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Everybody was like, yeah, but Cess at Stanford. Yeah, I didn't see that Stanford either. I'm keeping it a buck. Remember, at first I was like, yo, Kiki should come to South Carolina. And halfway through the season, I was like, oh no, we dodged the bullet. I still feel like she shouldn't have been a Gamecock, but she's perfect for what she's doing at Washington. I've been really just I've been more impressed. Like her game is there, but I've been more impressed with her maturity and her approach, her mindset. Her mindset is what got her skill set going crazy right now. Because she came in and just body slammed the league and was like, I'm here. And it don't matter what y'all got to say. So, at number 4, went to the Washington Mystics out of USC. Dominant post scorer. She was more of a beast in the Pac-12. They would say. That we got Kitron going on over there. I hope that they stick together, but they may always end up kind of being the bridesmaids and never the brides if they stick together, because they'll always cancel each other out for votes on awards. So it's gonna be interesting. But what do you think?
So Kiki was I had some mixed thoughts, right, when I seen this pick come through, right? Because I was looking at it as I seen what she did at USC, and when it was time to deliver the goods, she wasn't there to deliver. But also it felt like at USC they didn't utilize her to her highest ability. So I had to understand who the coach was at USC, because you know how I feel about the coach at USC. I don't think she can really coach. I think she gets a lot of praise for having a lot of good players around her. But when you talk about overall like coaching ability, adaptability, putting her best players in great situations to be successful, that's not her. I don't know how she'll learn how to get that, but that's just never been her. So when I looked at Kiki coming out of the draft, I was like, man, it's just always something. It's always something. She's just missing something, and I got to see it to believe it. So when she came out of the preseason and she body slammed somebody, I was like, oh, okay. So you trying to come set the tone. You trying to come set a message. Okay, I'm here for that. Let's go. And then as she came into the league, and to be honest, what everybody was trying to say Moro would do, that's what Kiki's doing. Going to go be a dog on the glass, right? Going to defend, going down on the block and being able to do certain different things and play at a different level. So for me, she exceeded my expectation, what I had for her this season. Oh yeah. Y'all know how I feel about both of them coaches out there in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we need to go more into depth about that. But no, I think Kiki exceeded my expectations for the year for sure.
So I don't think that Washington drafted Kiki with like, yo, we finna get rid of Aaliyah Edwards. But I think that Kiki came in and like kicked the door in on her rookie season in a way that Aaliyah Edwards wasn't able to do. I'm not gonna say didn't do. I'm gonna say wasn't able to do, because Aaliyah Edwards came into Washington last year and they was hurt. Right, everybody was hurt. It was Aaliyah Edwards and who is playing today, to the point where she was hurt. So it's unfortunate that her rookie season went the way that it did. But when you look back at like AE's her numbers, they don't compare to what Okikiola did. Like AE wasn't in the rookie of the year conversation. Okikiola is. So I feel like Washington had to make that. They had to choose Kiki. You couldn't move on from Kiki. But I also feel like Aaliyah Edwards may have found a little spot, a little groove right there in Connecticut until she figures out whatever her next step is. Whether that's, staying in Connecticut or going to Toronto, like people say, or going somewhere else. What do you think?
Oh no, I'm just repeat that one more time. I was reading something in the chat because they,
oh no, and you're right. You're right. It was the old guard that drafted Aaliyah, and so it could have just been that like, yo, I wouldn't have drafted Aaliyah, but I just feel like Kiki's numbers coming in as a rookie this year kicked the door off of what Aaliyah did. When you look at Aaliyah Edwards' numbers, it's like, damn, bro, and you had a good rookie season. Like, it was solid. Everybody was like, oh, who was Aaliyah Edwards at the end of last year? So I was so surprised at the difference in the numbers when I looked at. But that's what I'm talking about Kiki's mindset. Kiki's mindset was, okay, I hear what they're saying. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna walk in here, and the biggest, baddest bully that I see the first time, I'm knocking them out, and then we're going from there. And it's whatever y'all want to do. You're not gonna get a chance to introduce me to the dub, because I'm gonna let y'all know I'm here. Bow, Sophie, catch this. Y'all see me? I'm here. Who won it? And then the way that she's continuously showed up, and Asia gave her work last time, but she continuously showed up and battled Asia. I think it's hard to walk away from a talent like that. Like, she came in and not even just battled Asia. I think she battled all of the fours that she played. She took some lumps, but she gave some lumps too. So I respect her. I respect her for that, especially as a rookie, because she took some lumps, but she gave some work too. She said she kicked in the door waving the 44. Marvelous Monday. What's up, Blue 8? Rob, we know how you feel about the coaches, both California schools. Yeah, we not fans. I don't know.
No, that wasn't what I was reading.
Like that in Seattle.
That wasn't what I was reading. I was reading about.
Oh no, I'm just going through. I'm just catching up.
No,
I
no,
think Kiki
yeah.
also. Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. I think Kiki also thought she was gonna be that second pick, so she came in on a mission to show out. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why Kiki would have thought she was gonna be the second pick. I don't think anybody ever had Kiki as the second pick after the season started. And remember, I kept saying at the beginning, in the college season, go back. I was saying, hey, what the hell happened to Kiki? Remember, she was 1, 2, 3 with them other ones. Now they ain't even talking about her. What the hell's going on? No, she was not scared of any of the premier fours she played against. Respect, none. She was not. She wasn't scared at all. It was all about, hey, this it. Let's get it. Cecil, what's happening? Make sure I catch everybody, speak to everybody. Okay, so next up was who? Who came in? Who came in
But
next?
Nisa Morrow.
Oh,
But
well,
see,
wait.
here's the thing.
I got another question though. Did Washington draft their identity? Right? Is Kiki and Sonia the identity? Is this the core? Is this gonna be the identity? Is this gonna be the
They
leadership of this team going forward? And if so, how does Shakira Austin fit or not fit with them?
oh, don't say that. But here's what I will say. They didn't know that they drafted their identity until they got both of them players in there. Because at the end of the day, they was looking at potential more. They was looking at, hey man, we're gonna build our identity around them. So what made all this happen was when Sykes wanted to be traded, they was like, yo, we got our identity. We got the two pieces that we want to build around, plus our third. Well, we got our three players we want to build around, right? Shakir, Citron, and Kiki, right? You got your 5-4-3. Now we just got to go fix the 2 and the 1.
But you're not calling Georgia Amore, and we're not talking about her.
What?
But I think that they felt like she was gonna. I don't know who Georgia Amore is gonna show up and be on the floor for them because I'm not an Amore fan. But I felt like they thought with those three that was their core, and then you have a Shakira Austin. I just didn't bring up Georgia because we're not gonna talk about her. She wasn't a part of the season. So, but
let me just say
I felt
this:
like
you can go get somebody better than her in the draft next year.
Okay,
and they got
we gonna move on.
They got 3 picks. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yeah, for sure. And we gonna move on. But let me say this: Kiki kind of followed AR's intro plan, but see, Kiki never got welcome. Remember, AR caught a clothesline. Kiki saw that and she was like, "Yeah, I'd be damn if they clothesline me. I'm body slamming the first one I see." You hear me? Yeah. AR took the clothesline, and we respect her for that. She got him. She was like, "At, thank you. I got her from that. I'm better." But yeah, Kiki was like, "Yeah, I ain't catching no body slam. Yeah, I'm hitting the first one I see, and they're gonna have to test me from there." It wasn't the AR plan. Think back now. Think back. Kiki didn't catch no. Yeah. Kiki pulled on AT. Yeah, she pulled an AT on AT. She wasn't playing. Yeah, you ain't gonna get me. I seen it coming. I know your tricks. Pick 5 to go to state. I never even learned how to say her name. Another 19-year-old that she didn't show up. Yeah, JJ. We're not gonna talk about her. Pick 6 was Georgia Amore. She didn't get to play. Wishing her a speedy recovery. Next one, pick 7. Everybody was like, "Watch what number 7 do." Woo! Number 7 gonna be the next rookie of the year. Remember how y'all was in my chat with that?
I just say pick 7 is LSU. That's LSU. I don't even say pick 7. That's LSU. LSU pick.
Anissa Morrow to the Connecticut Sun. Rebounding machine, versatile forward.
Hey, can you go back to DW? Thank DW's comment.
Kiki pulled an AT on AT.
No, show back up.
Before that, where you at?
Yes, before that.
Kiki thought she was gonna be the second pick.
No, it should be before that.
I don't know where you at. Call it out. Let's start reading it. I'll find it.
When you're done, we'd love to know your comparisons of Anissa versus Kiki based upon expectations and actual performance. Recognizing that Nice is a starting to get minutes.
So, oh no, did you give Kiki a grade?
So she'll see my expectations right now. I got her at a B+.
She way exceeded my expectations. I got Kiki at an A-. I ain't gonna hold you. number 7 was hurt in training camp and worked their way in the starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
What,
All right,
are you
so
talking about? You talking
so
about
here's
Anissa? Okay, let's go.
so here's my expectations on Morrow. I was not a fan. I was never a fan of her in the league. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. I was never a fan. If you've ever seen me talk about her, I've never been a fan of her in the dub because her game does not translate at the 4. She needs to become a 3. So when people came and talked to me about she's a dog, this, that, and the third, you got to show me that you're a dog. You don't tell me that you're a dog. Show me a dog. And when every time Connecticut, it was time to play against the big dogs at the 4, she wasn't there. So with that being said, right, I never was high on Anissa Morrow because I thought, well, I knew LSU already did her this favor. And I said this going into the draft, before draft night, that LSU did her this favor by not developing her game, which they don't develop game. They don't develop your game. They just let you play at your strength or whatever that strength is. And the things that you get allowed to do in the SEC don't mean that you're going to get allowed to do it in the league. You're talking about grown women that's getting a check that ain't finna let you just come in here and come barking. Like, you gonna have to come earn that. And so from that standpoint, right, it was some things that she had to make some big adjustments on. She's never been a real great defender, so it's gonna be hard for her at that spot because she's gonna foul a lot just because of the simple fact of she don't understand what it takes to defend at that level because she's not having to go up against that in the SEC like that, night in, night out. So I wasn't a real big fan on Anissa Morrow. That's just what it is, and I don't think I need to beat her head in to prove a point about it. I just think she needs to play the 3. She needs to develop her jump shot. She needs to develop ball handling skill set to be more effective offensive wise, and she needs to really work on defending at a high level because all teams are going to do is just switch her into a pick and roll. So she needs to understand how to move laterally, defensively. But overall, Anissa Morrow, I mean, she's pretty much right at what I expected her to be this year, to be honest with you. But
What grade are you giving her?
a C. I mean, she's right where I thought she would be at. So yeah, she hasn't
So
exceeded it.
let me say this. Let me say this about Anissa Morrow. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Never been a fan. Came in telling y'all she's not a 4 in this league. She's a 3. If you allow her to be a 3 and develop as a 3 and pour into her as a 3, I think that she can be successful. But I will say this about Anissa Morrow. I think that Anissa Morrow grows into this league because of her ability to continue to adapt and do better, right? And be better and her willingness to change and try different things. If nothing else, I've seen her grow from, even if it's nothing but just her appearance. It was things that y'all called out along the way. She doesn't do this anymore. She doesn't do this anymore. Her willingness to try something different, to go at something that she hasn't necessarily done before, it makes me think that she's gonna work at it. So I'm not saying that she doesn't find success in this league. I don't know that she finds success with the Connecticut Sun. I think that it was good for her to have Tina Charles in her ear for a year. Because I think Tina Charles, if nothing else, can show you how to survive in this league. Like, at this point, Tina Charles, I don't know, Rob, is Tina Charles the oldest player in the league? She might be the
Yeah,
oldest player in the league, but she's still
it's gotta be between her and NECA.
yeah, but
And
still a player that
Sloot,
can play on any team in this league. Can play on
yeah.
any team in this league right now. If Anissa
Vandersloot,
Morrow can take on, yeah,
I'll say Vandersloot, Tina Charles, and well, go ahead. I'll digress.
no, but if she from a game standpoint, if she works on those things that you talked about, right, and those are things that we said that she had to work on, and they have to unlock her and let her play as a 3. She has a fight in her that doesn't quit, but you have to put her in a fight that she can win, right? If you put her in a fight at a 4, well, she doesn't stand a chance right there in the WNBA. But put her in a scrap with a 3 and see what happens. So for me, that's my thing for her.
Now,
She's got to fight that don't quit. So if she keep fighting, she'll win.
with
But
that
she's got
being
to get to.
said,
Go ahead.
I don't, like I said from the get go, I don't think Connecticut should have drafted her from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
Now she would have went a pick early to number 6 with Washington. I feel like she would have had a way better season.
Okay.
The reason
Is that
why?
because you think? Is that because you think Washington brings in young talent better?
No. Well, AE wasn't healthy at the beginning of the season, so she would have had opportunity. But I think,
okay, my bad, y'all. My bad.
Yeah, AE wasn't available at the beginning of the season, so that would have gave her opportunity, right? Bay wasn't available at the beginning of the season, so that would have gave her opportunity. So from that standpoint, she would have got to play the 4-3. But and
that's
then
opportunities at the 4, right?
No, it wouldn't have, because you would have been allowed to move Citron to the 2, Brittany Sykes to the 1, and put her at the 3. But I think she would have came along because when you look at Washington and you look at what they're trying to do, they got what's they playing the 3 spot right now that should be playing the 4. So they would have gave her opportunities to play the 3 in a sense at Washington and allow her to grow into her body, grow into herself, to understand what she needs to do in this league versus what she would have did if she would have played versus what she's doing in Connecticut. But I also think the coaches would have helped her game and made her more comfortable inside the game. I just don't think that Connecticut was the right place for her because it's just too much going on up there. So Shakira's gonna always be Bay.
That's his Bay.
Yeah, bro. That's gonna always be
Bay. That's his Bay. She too tall for me. Hey, sis, she too tall for me. Ain't no Bay here. Too tall, lad. Get time for that. Hey, sit down. You too tall. I'm just playing. Here we go. Anissa Morrow is athletic and she looks solid. We have a lot of unathletic players in the league, so if she can adapt, I think she will have a long career. Yeah, this is about.
I don't think Anissa Morrow is athletic.
So you don't think she's athletic for her size?
No.
So what do you think it is? Is that just sure will? What is it that gets the rebound?
It's just that's position, right? If you understand positioning and where balls are going to come off the rim, you can always get rebounds, right? You don't have to be the tallest person to go get rebound, but you have to also. It's understanding angles, understanding when so. That's just basically going to find like that's you studying film though, because if you're studying film, when somebody shoots the ball, if they miss, is he gonna go left? Is he gonna go right? You know what does that look like?
Examples?
And so give you an example of unathletic players in the W. There are a lot of those.
Don't get me started. Come on. How much time you got?
Those.
How much time you got, Pretty Finer? How much time you got? Unathletic?
Yeah. There's a lot of players with 2 left feet out there that's playing. I'm gonna say that for sure.
Oh, you serious?
Go ahead, Cess.
We can start with Caitlin. Unathletic. Come on. What else? Come on, let's talk about it. Unathletic? Yeah, they out there. It's some 2 left foot players out there.
Yeah.
Non-ball question. Where are y'all from? Based right now in Detroit. I am based in Detroit.
Colorado.
Yeah, it's a lot of unathletic. HBL.
Every team got one. Yeah, every team got one. I promise you, every team got somebody that's not athletic.
I ain't trying to hurt no feelings. You're not that athletic, but you're a good shooter, honey. Come on, shoot the ball. Hey, I mean, you meet people where they at.
See, here's the thing: when people say Morrow's athletic, you have to realize that she's like 6'1". So when I'm looking at other people, I don't think she's that tall. But I'm just going off of what they state on there, right? When you look at people that's her same height, like a Citron, that's somebody that's in the draft, Citron's more athletic than her, and they're the same height. So when you're basing off of athleticism, right? Players that's across the board that's around her same height are more athletic than her. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's why, like, when you say that to me, I'm like, I don't know about that.
I'll say she's not unathletic. She's not the most athletic. I'll say that. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say that she's unathletic. I'm not gonna say that she got 2 left feet. She's not HUL on defense at times, but she's also, like you said, not Sanaya Rivers. Sanaya Rivers is athletic.
Yeah, that's a whole different other athleticism. That's what you
That's
call
a beast.
elite.
That's
That's
beast right
elite.
there. That's
That's
athleticism.
elite for that's elite for a woman. Yeah, for sure.
Do I call Angel athletic?
No, Angel can
I
barely.
say Angel got a motor.
Yeah,
That's different. She ain't gonna quit. She's not gonna quit. Now,
Angel got that rod at her foot, so it takes away from her athleticism.
and the leg,
Yeah,
yeah. So,
so,
Camilla
so
athletic.
she don't really jump or explode like she should. But also, I don't think Angel never really worked on trying to become explosive like that because she has that rod.
But what's crazy is Angel just grabbed the rim last year in Unrivaled.
I know, but
So
what I'm saying to you, yeah, that's you can do that. But I'm talking about on consistent basis. I don't think she's worked on her lower body to become explosive. Where
no. I think the
she
rod
changed that.
stopped that.
Yeah,
No, I think no. What I'm saying is, I think that the
yeah,
rod stopped her from focusing on that. But the fact that she has the rod and still can grab the rim at Unrivaled tells you what her athleticism was before the rod. To me, that just
yeah.
says like what she could have been. Her athleticism was crazy. I don't call Camilla athletic either. I don't know that they've tapped into her athleticism. You can't teach 6'7". That's all I can say for her. I seen her stand next to Paige, who's listed 5'11". Amora looks to be the same, about 5'11". Okay, so we're on the same page there. She's relentless, but not athletic, in my opinion. Yeah, and relentless get you. Hey, relentless get you. Board man get paid. Relentless works too. You got to find out what's your key to sticking in the league. Angel will do your favorite most athletic player up. I'll rebound them and score on them as well. Yeah, Angel, that's all motor too. Motor, basketball IQ.
That's a wheel.
Her, like I said, I think her athleticism is limited by, like you was talking about, the
She just
rod.
got a she just got a wheel to her game. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's got a wheel.
Exactly. Give me
You,
1 second.
and you ain't gonna cut it off. So oh man, but next on the list is Sanaya Rivers. Elisa Morrow got a C for me, so that's what that is. Sanaya Rivers. Pick number 8, Sanaya Rivers to Connecticut. If I could, I would have traded her. I think Washington really should have went and picked her. I think Washington would have been better off picking. Washington would have been better off picking Sanaya Rivers over Amore. That's just my true opinion. As a GM, that's what I would have did. Just because you have a lot more versatility that you can do with Sanaya Rivers over Amore. That's why I would have went. That's why I would have chosen. I love versatility. I love people that can guard multiple positions. So I'm always going to lean on a versatile kid over somebody that can only do one thing, right? Amos can only guard the one. That's the only thing that she can do, right? She's going to be a scorer. But Rivers, for me, being able to guard multiple positions, guard 1, 2, 3, and then you got to sit there and go 1, 2, 3 with the bases they had, it would have been you had a bright future. So for me, I definitely would have picked Rivers higher in this draft. I would have probably picked her at Washington at the number 6 pick for sure.
Really, Washington, the number 6 pick. Hey,
Yeah,
wow. Okay.
She would have went up 2 more spots
Now,
for me.
okay, now that's
But
picking Rivers at 6.
here's
That's
what I'll
still
tell you though. Here's what I'll tell you. Depending on your evaluation, that's why people wouldn't have did it, because when you evaluated Rivers, most people would have thought she's a small forward instead of a combo guard. So your ability to bring her along,
I definitely look at Rivers like I was definitely looking at Rivers like a forward for sure. I was definitely
correct,
looking at her like a wing forward. I was for sure.
right? So then, and you know why you do that is because you don't really have a combine for these type of players to understand their true skill set. If you had a real true combine, this draft shapes differently. This entire draft shapes
Got you.
differently. Players get picked in different places. But because you're just going off what you see in college and how they're utilizing them, it's hard to say, man, they could be a combo guard in the league or they're a wing. So the way they analyze this type of stuff and with the data is because they're just looking at the team that you're with. They don't get to see the measurables and everything through a pre-draft workout, through a combine workout. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's where these type of drafts can hurt you if you don't understand how to evaluate players. And one of those things with Scenario is she has so many different things, different qualities in her bag that you don't really get to that you really didn't get to see. So the way you could evaluate that is by having a pre-draft workout and a combine to show that skill set.
So let me ask you this, because you didn't take. I don't remember who you took at 3 instead of Citron.
No,
Did
I
you
would
take?
if we I would have just kept it the way it was with Citron.
So, and that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
When you get to that to 7, are you or that 6th pick? Are you taking Morrow? I'm sorry. Are you taking Rivers, knowing that you have Okikiola and Citron?
Yes, versatility.
Okay, so you wanted to put them together. That's what I wanted to know. Rivers was always a combo to me. She even ran some point at NC State. Yeah, they had her at point at NC State, and it worked for them. What I didn't know about her was if that was working at NC State and if it would transfer to her being a point in the dub. And what I've been most impressed about is her length on the perimeter, her defense, like her ability, her decision making. She's not scared to take the shot. She looks good at the WNBA level, and I didn't know if she would. Like, go back, check. I was like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I forget who it was that was like somebody was in here consistently like, so now you're gonna be fine at the next level. Y'all gonna see. And she have to show me because we are rent free in her head right now, and it ain't jumping off the screen like that for me, and it didn't. But I had to this season give some credit to the coach at NC State because I can say, yo, Sanaya got a lot of that stuff from being a Gamecock, but Isaiah James is there in the showing out too. So something had to happen at NC State. I can't take all the credit for what's going on there. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised, but
The
pleasantly
biggest leap,
surprised.
bro. I'll say this: the
Go ahead.
biggest leap for Rivers that she's taken is her shooting ability. She wasn't a consistent shooter, and you could see that the work has been put in, and she's becoming a better shooter as she's been in the league from the start to right now. She's become a better shooter.
And this may sound harsh, but losing her mom at the beginning of this season may have been one of the best things to happen for her because I felt like even though it was a tough thing, it made her focused and locked in a way that I don't know that she'd have locked in at the beginning of this season, coming in without that. Like losing that, and then I think seeing what it could be like, I think just had her really lock in and appreciate the opportunity and take advantage of it. So I love the way she attacked it. And I don't know that she attacks it like that without that loss. So it might not be the nicest thing to say, but I think that it had a profound effect on her on her approach this year. Let me see what y'all got. 100 Rob on Rivers. Who we got next? Oh, Sarah Ashley Barker.
Yeah.
Floor space. They call her a floor spacer. They call her a glue player. Sparks. She was supposed to bring some stability, Rob. Is Barker on this team next year? After you give us your assessment.
Oh, let me give a grade for Sanaya Rivers.
My bad. Yeah, great.
I'm giving her B plus. What B plus? B plus? B plus?
I'm a softie. I gave her an A plus. I gave her A plus because she had every opportunity to quit this year, and she didn't. So, salute.
See me, I'm kind of hard to give out A's because I look at room for improvement. So the only person I gave an A so far to is Paige Beckers. But it's hard to get an A because I certain things. But no, Sarah
CP3 gonna get booed tonight. I think the Angel and the Sky fans will try to keep it cute.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it cute. They ain't gonna.
And I don't even know that I would boo her as much as I would be like, yo, you ain't even keeping it a buck. Candace, keep it a buck. It ain't about the booze. I would want to say something.
If you gonna boo, this is what I would tell you. If you gonna boo, I'd just rather you just stand in the back and just not, so they don't put the camera on you. As a player, if you don't agree with whatever Candace said or anything like that, I'd rather you just stay in the back.
Oh no, I think all of the players will keep it cute. I think the fans. When I'm talking about the booing, I think the fan. I'm talking about the fans more. So I don't think any player.
I don't think no fans gonna boo. But like if a fan, I mean, if a player don't agree with what Candace has to say, keep your ass in the back.
So, you think it's gonna be more Candace Parker fans in the building tonight, or Angel fans in the building tonight?
I think it's gonna be a mixture of both.
It's gonna be interesting. Is it during the game? Do we all have to watch it, or will they do it before or after?
I don't know, cause LA did theirs at halftime.
Yeah, and
then what time
that was college when they did it at the end of the game. Go ahead.
Then what time does Candace pull up in the building? Because LA, she didn't show up to like second quarter. Like knowing that they playing the Aces, you know what I'm saying? Do she pull up at the beginning of the game and sit there and chill out, or what she do?
Okay, listen, let's keep it a buck. Now she pulled up second quarter at LA because she didn't get along. She left there, right? That was a bad break. She's gonna pull up at Chicago, maybe on time, maybe not. It's not the best relationship there with her in this, whatever this is, with the current face of that team. Where's Candace's home? Where does her jersey hang proud and she's welcome all the time? Besides Rocky Top, where's Candace's home? Y'all let me know. What is her WNBA home for real? Is it because it can't be? It's not Las Vegas to me.
You know
and
what?
Clearly,
though?
it's not. Clearly, it's not LA.
Oh, go ahead. No, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. She probably get the most respect in Vegas out of everybody, and she spent the less time there.
Oh gosh, hey, oh, hey. Ooh, Lou, I hope you ain't got no tickets tonight. And I hope you ain't got no megaphone that can hear in Chicago, homie. Eagles, brother, 92. What's good? Tennessee is our home. Yeah, I get it. Other than that, Eagles, brother, where else is her home? I would be booing and roasting. I got a CP loud and proud in the stands.
I gotta say it's Vegas. If it, and that's where she spent the last time. I gotta say Vegas. I think that's where she get the most respect at. Because she was just at a Vegas game and they cheered the shit out of her. So I can't go what I said. I go what I see.
Yeah, Eagles, brother, I'm with you. I'm sorry. Yeah, she moves fast. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if that's for her size or is she athletic. I'm with you. I don't know. Rob, what would you say?
For who?
Camilla.
She's just agile. I mean, she's not like.
I wouldn't call her. I don't know that I would call her athletic.
Yeah, explosiveness, athleticism. But also, I don't think
she wasn't born and raised in Chicago. She's a suburb kid. Remember, she was the light-skinned girl from the suburbs that they didn't have no respect for, because she was killing in the AAU, but she hadn't been down to the South Side. Candace had to come in the city and prove herself.
Yeah,
go back and check her story. They ain't like Candace. She wasn't from Chicago. She
didn't come get that work on that South Side Harvey.
Southfield or wherever she was from.
Yeah, she didn't come to the Harvey, that Harvey area. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't come over in them neck of wood where it's real rough over there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. The fans going crazy on Chicago Sky page for them posted Candace. Going crazy in a good way? Oh, no, she ain't queen of the light skins. There ain't no Steph Curry. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Candace had to prove herself. She talk about it. But Sarah Ashley Barker, Rob, you didn't have a lot to say there, but we saw a lot of Sarah Ashley Barker in the beginning of the season, and I thought that they were, giving her a chance to see if she was going to be able to fit. Maybe they really were just giving her some run because of the injuries that they have.
No, they didn't have no
Um,
point guards. That's what that was about.
where does she go from here? And how do you grade her season?
Uh, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I thought this pick they should have had drafted Bree Hall.
Yeah.
I thought they should have went and got a defender next to, you know what I'm saying, to they what one of the areas they were missing at in LA was a defender, a D&3 type of person. So I had Bree Hall going here. Uh Not understanding them picking her because they needed the 3-point shooting, they needed the spacing. I just thought they would at least try to go get a defender, and that's not one
Mhm.
of Sarah Barker's, like, that's not one of her her good areas. So it's defending. So I understood it because it's LA, the scenery around her. I understood it. I understood why they, you know what I'm saying, why they made that pick. But
Mhm.
ultimately, when I looked at it, I was just like, yo, y'all need a defender, 3-point shooter, right? Because you got Sue Baby Raider, but she wasn't gonna be healthy at the beginning of the season. But also, when she did truly come back, she's a slasher. She's not a 3-point shooter. Rakia, y'all want her to shoot more threes, but that's really not her defined game. She's really a off the bounce, get to the mid range and let that thing fly. So I still to this day, they're still missing that wing player that can defend at a high level. They're still missing that. So when they drafted her, I was like, yeah, I get it. You need 3-point shooting, but are y'all gonna let her play? Are y'all gonna let her be out there on the floor for spacing purposes and let her really shoot that thing? And they didn't do it.
So she probably goes unprotected in the expansion draft.
For sure.
Is she somebody that you see gets picked up?
She's a shooter, so I mean, you can never not have enough shooting. So she's gonna get picked up by somebody.
Okay.
I can
So
see
you
like
were.
I can
I
see
mean,
like
she
a
didn't have.
Toronto. I can see a Toronto picking her up.
She didn't have a terrible. I don't think that she had a terrible rookie season. She played when she played, and then that was that. Like it wasn't like, oh my gosh, get her off the floor. She looked like a rookie at times, but at times it was like, okay, maybe she could grow into something. I don't know. That's
But
how I felt about her. I
I'll say
wasn't
this
really
though:
high on her, but I wasn't like get her off the TV either. Go ahead.
if Peely was there from like the beginning of the season, I think
Mm-hmm.
she don't even see the floor. I
Oh,
think Peely
okay.
gets
Well,
those. I think Peely gets those minutes. Peely just happened to come to LA at the wrong time.
oh yeah, but Peely. But here's the thing, though, Rob. I think for sure, if we talking about who's staying, Peely or Sarah Ashley Barker, I think the coach will pick Peely. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
I agree with that. I mean, she's the reason why she's getting opportunity in the dub. So she gonna get some thanks to, you know what I'm saying, her player that helped her get this opportunity. Because how else
Mm-hmm.
you get this
And I don't.
opportunity?
Yeah, and I don't mind Sarah to Portland or the Tempo. I don't mind that. Whatever. Let me see who we got next. Sivka, we don't talk about her. Haley Van Lith. Haley Van Lith. They call her a polarizing
Oh,
guard. She's
Sarah got to
definitely a
see.
fiery competitor. Oh, Sarah got a seat. I'm sorry, Sarah got a seat, y'all. Uh, is Chicago betting on her motor?
Betting on what?
Her motor.
What
Is that
motor?
what else are they betting on? What is it? It's not her defense. Her competitive motor, I guess, or competitive fire. I don't know. Is this a culture gamble for them?
Last time I checked, this girl, I mean, no disrespect to Haley, but she should have never been a first round draft pick. No disrespect. That's just being honest.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing in college that Haley showed you that wanted her to be picked in the first round.
So where does Haley go from here? She here now.
I don't know what keeps her in the league.
So you don't know if she's in the league next season?
She's gonna be in the league by default because there's more teams in the league, but there's nothing that grants her reason to be in the league. You can't defend nobody. You can't get by nobody. You know, I just don't know I don't know what value you bring to the league.
What room can you get me in? See,
What,
you like just like you like them GPA kids in college. See, some of these
that's
people is here for the some of these people is here for the spaces and the places that they face can get us into off the court. That's just the business. That's the nature of the business. The baskenomics of it.
she can't get me nowhere I can't go.
In Chicago, you don't know where she can get you into because Chicago is a different type of place. Chicago is
Yeah, I
highly
get.
political, and
Oh,
we were just
I
talking
got
about
family
this.
up there.
We was just
I
talking
understand.
about this with Political Lil. We was just talking about this with Lil, who's in Chicago, and we did a deep dive on the politics of Chicago. Angel don't get you in every Angel don't get you in every place in Chicago. Her face just don't. That ain't how Chicago works. That's not how business and politics in Chicago works. Some spaces you got to send certain faces. That's just how it works. I mean, I got family in Chicago too, but that don't change how they do business and how politics works there.
Oh, I didn't say that wasn't what I was meaning by that. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, HBO gets its spaces, AR don't, and it's unfortunate that that's how it is still. But to me, that's the purpose that she serves. You said it was
But
too many guards available for them to pick
what
HBO. They didn't pick her
but
about her guard skills. That's what I'm telling you.
yeah, it was. They picked HBL to try to please the other side of the economy that's in Chicago to get them to come to the game and buy
But
some
they'll
good
tell
tickets.
you that they got her because Angel wanted her. That's
Yeah,
the narrative that they push. Like Angel
that's
wanted HBO there.
that's what they're gonna use to cover up why they picked her. But that wasn't the reason. That was just to try to get the other side of the town to come to the games. That's what that was about.
And I mean, listen, one thing about me, business is business. As far as I'm concerned, sex sells. Business is business. I don't shy away from none of that. If I ain't the face that's gonna get into place, hey, I'm going to look for the one that's gonna get me in there. Hey, dress it up and go in there and see what you find out. Business is business. I don't mind that.
Yeah, you. I mean, from Chicago standpoint, you had to pick her because she was the most famous, known white player in the draft outside of Page and Citron. You couldn't get your hands on Citron. You couldn't get your hands on Page. So by default, you had to take her.
And the other thing is HBO got something that the rest of them don't. She got some gold medals. HBO the one that got some USA's across her chest with some gold medals. So globally, she's known differently than these other two. Word on the street, Citron is African. I heard that too. Yeah, I'm not worried about the mayor of Chicago shouting out AR plenty of times. That's fine. That ain't politics either. They just a representative. If you don't believe me, go back and look at Lightfoot dressed up like she had her daddy's suit on. Ain't nobody got time for that. Stop listening to me with the mayor conversation, y'all. For real. Politics ain't the mayor. We could talk about it though. Angel Black, Miller Black, they needed a white girl. Okay. Her mother's side African. Is Citron white? I have no idea. But if y'all go back, if y'all go back, Political Lil told y'all that HBO was part of what? A pack that was bringing a new face of place, a new faces to the place. It was a group. It was a group of HBO, Paige, and I believe she said Caitlin,
Now,
mixed race. So with the Baskenomics you mentioned, then HBO will be in the league playing for the Sky for 4 years. What happens after that? Is she in the league after that? Yeah.
you you,
Yes.
you ever seen KB?
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever seen Kristen Bell? Okay.
Yeah. She's here. She's here. Okay, y'all don't. Okay, we've been telling y'all that they whitewashing this league. Matter of fact, I just told y'all they whitewashed the point guard league. Go back and look and tell me the starting point guards in this league. How many black starting point guards are there in this league compared to what it was?
Courtney Williams. All right, let's just go from the standings. So Courtney Williams. All right. Atlanta has
It's Canada.
Jordan. Yeah, Canada. Aces have point guard. Phoenix has McConney, yeah. New York has Sabrina. Seattle has um
Whoever, pick somebody. It's a
Scholar, yeah,
committee.
you could just pick her.
The committee.
7 is Golden State.
Who they got?
Veronica Burton.
You said White Samoan. Right now, by default, is she the starter though? Y'all remind me. I don't know. Let's go.
Veronica is at 7 for Golden State. 8 is Indiana, so that's CC, which I don't. She's not a point guard, but whatever. Number 9 is LA, which is
Van Loo.
Van Loo or
Alamon, Alamon.
One of those two you can pick. Washington is Suge.
Well, really, it would be really they picked Georgia Amore. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know that Suge is starting if Georgia Amore plays this season, but let's go.
Yeah. I'm still riding my dog from my hometown.
No, I agree, but I just don't. I felt like they picked Georgia Amore to sit Suge down, but Suge fighting. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all something. Let's go."
I'm gonna bet on my dog. I'm gonna bet on my daughter that's been fighting her entire life in a dub for that. So, number 11 is Connecticut. That's a black point guard there. Well, no, she from overseas, Lacan. Or you want to put Bree Huntley?
Lacan.
Yeah. Number 12. Number 12 is Chicago. They don't even got a point guard.
but they bought in HVL as they face. They point guard face.
Well, Slew is what they brought in.
Well, yeah. Slew. I forgot about Slew. Yeah.
Yep. And then 13 would be Page. So there you have it.
Right before your eyes. Right before your eyes.
Yeah, LA got three point guards. Well, quote unquote point guards that ain't. I mean, only 2 of them point guards, but that's a whole nother story for a different day.
Oh, we not talking. You talking about Uzi? I didn't even bring them up. My bad.
Yeah. So basically, if you look at it, Dallas, Chicago, LA, Indiana, right? Those are the cities with white point guards. Everybody else got black starting point guards. So. Or New York. Sorry, New York. I know people say Cloud, but Cloud's not the. They look at Sabrina as a point guard, but Sabrina ain't a point guard. They don't know what to do, Sabrina. So Stewie's coming back tonight. I think Stewie's back tonight.
Is Stewie back or after her birthday? I say after her birthday. She might pop in before her birthday. But
no, I think she's back tonight.
We got one more before we wrap this thing up. Isaiah James surprised me. Dynamic guard surprised me.
Yeah. So Stewie's back today and Sabrina's back today.
Well, let's see what they do. Is Dallas building overload, or are they overloaded at the guard?
You said Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
No, by no means. Well, we'll be overloaded about
them. Side note: Citron's maternal side of her family have roots in Cape Verde and Senegal. Her grandparents born in Cape Verde, and her mama grew up in Senegal. Okay, he said, "Hold on, don't whitewash her."
I think they got.
Thanks, Blue White.
I think they're gonna make some trades in Dallas though. You want to have 4. You want to have 4 guards, so that's not oversaturated. You want to have 4 guards. You got 4 guards. You actually in a great situation.
Who are their 4 guards? What's the 4 guards you count?
Isaiah James, Paige Beckers, Enrique, and JJ.
So where does Ty Harris fit?
I don't think she's there.
Oh, you think Ty Harris is out?
Yeah. Or between Ty Harris and Ty Harris, JJ, or James, one of them 3. Between one of those 3, one of them gonna go. They're gonna get rid of one of them.
Okay.
Because what I think end up happening with Ty is I think Ty might end up getting picked up by one of the expansion teams.
See, I was thinking Ty would be the one that would stay because I think Ty is gonna will be healthy first. She got injured first. So to me, she's healthy before JJ get healthy, but I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah, but if you got an opportunity to pick her expansion team, you would take your chance with her playing on an expansion team than playing behind Paige.
I don't
Because
think.
they're,
See,
they're going
I
to try to
never
play
thought that.
Paige 35 minutes. But for me,
I
you
never
know
thought
how I
that they
feel.
brought Paige there. I never thought that they brought Ty there to play behind Paige. I thought they brought Ty there to be a true point guard and to move Paige off the ball.
Well, that's
That's what I
all.
really thought.
Well, no, that's what I was going with. From the beginning of the season, I said I wouldn't have Paige playing on the ball, just like I wouldn't have Enrique playing on the ball. I would have a point guard in there to play with them two. I just don't know if
Yeah,
they'll ever go do it because that's if they get a true point guard or Page can go play the 2 or 3, and Enrique can go play the 2 or 3. That actually better benefits that team.
yeah. Ty Harris is on that team for me. If it's up to me, I would definitely keep Ty. Um, well, what Isaiah James? She shocked me this season. I didn't see it coming. Rob, what grade do you give her?
Uh,
And how did you feel about her performance this year? I should say.
Isaiah James, she gets a B minus for me. She exceeded my expectations for her. I knew she would play. I just didn't know how much she'll play and how much big of an impact it'll be. But I got her a B minus. Got her a B minus for sure.
If she's not with the Wings next year, where do you see her at?
I think she'll end up being at the. I think she'll end up being with the Wings. But if she's not with the Wings, it's because she got taken an expansion draft. But I don't think she can get taken because I think she's on a rookie. Well, no, she can get taken. I was about to say something dumb, but she can get taken. But I think if they don't protect her, she's gonna be going to expansion team.
Okay. Okay. So if and I'm asking that because I was wondering, like, even if an expansion team doesn't pick her up, could you see a situation where somebody would trade for her?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think her scoring ability and even maybe some of her defense makes her valuable to maybe some of these other teams.
Well, here's the thing though. You got to look at it from this standpoint, right? It's a potential of if they stay at 12, then you have a potential 24 players moving around, right? So then that's going to
Mm-hmm.
allow some flexibility among all teams. But it could also be a possibility of 30 players moving, depending on if they move the roster limit to 15 from 12 to 15 next season. So there's a lot of things to play out. So that's why I said it's too many moving parts with not a lot of answers right now.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty hard to say.
So
But because
I had only I was
the
only gonna do the first round. I don't.
I
I
mean
see you saying.
we can do a rapid fire. I mean we got what about 20 minutes, so we can do a little rapid fire for second, third round. It ain't that many people that played, honestly.
So I see you asking about. I mean, I got them listed, but it was like, are we talking about them? But we can run through them real quick. So let's go.
Aaliyah Nye.
Go ahead.
Leonard's one of them picks. I was just like, man, why did we go pick an undersized guard? That we really truly didn't need. That doesn't help us on the defensive end. I was not really. I was like a so-so on this, and I'm gonna tell you why I was a so-so because I felt like we should have drafted Madison Scott. That's who I feel like we should have drafted, and we
Yeah,
dropped the ball.
I thought that Madison. I was surprised that Madison Scott was still available, and I know she's the next one we're gonna talk about. I was surprised that she was still available in the second round because I thought that she gave, if nothing else, you're gonna get a defensive player, her size, her length, her athleticism. I think she has some intangibles that you don't see in a lot of players. Like, I mean, wingspan, height, speed. I like the kid. I thought she was a prototype pro. I thought she was a prototype for the WNBA, so I'm surprised that she's just now getting back into the league. I know we're going rapid
She
fire, but give me a little bit of
she
what you think
working.
about how
She
that
working
happened.
over. Yeah, she working over there in Washington right now. Washington like shit, man.
Right.
Why we
What
didn't?
What do you
Why we
think
didn't?
took so long? Why do you think people didn't want to take a chance on her? Was it because she's coming out of your program? What is it?
Just opportunity. I think it was more than that of the systems matching, aligning. But what Washington shows you, right? If you give somebody opportunity there, they come. Everybody coming out of work, right? Tell me somebody that they brought in that ain't really came there and like, hey, I got to put some quality film out there. Tell me who that person's been for Washington this year.
So do you think this is only a chance for her to get some film out there, or could you see her sticking in Washington? I think it's hard for her to stick.
Well, here's the thing. She's done a lot. She's done more than what they expected. So I think she stays there long term. I don't think Washington was expecting her to do this, right? They signed her for that 7-day contract. They don't have to get rid of nobody. She fits right into the puzzle. Who do you have to get rid of?
Well, Amor is coming back. Who else they got coming back? I thought they got one more player out. Injured.
Probably somebody that ain't even gonna be irrelevant. But when you look at what Madison Scott plays, they need another wing. She fits right there at the other wing.
So then what? Okay, so let me ask you this: what do they do with their draft picks?
They're gonna draft.
Do you see them?
They're gonna draft another.
Do you see them trying to? No, I was asking. Do you think they're gonna draft people, or could you see them packaging up some of those picks and trading?
I mean, they got the flexibility to do both. If it's me, I'm trying to package 2 of those picks up to move up and keep the other pick. Right? You try to package the leverage to get somebody. When you look at
who are you seeing up there for them to get? Who do you like for them to move up to try to pick up?
Let me see.
This is just our way too early, right?
All right. If I'm looking at this right, because right now, projected right now, they have the 4th pick, they have the 10th and 11th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you package the 10th and 11th pick to Chicago to get the 5th pick? You have the 4th and 5th pick, and you get Chicago the 10th and 11th pick. You can do that, right? So with that being said, I will be trying to leverage to try to go get my hands on Raven Johnson with one of those picks. The other pick, right? If Dallas will be stupid enough to pick Lauren Betts, then I'm trying to go get AZ Fudd. That'll be the 2 people I'll be out
there. Okay. Yeah, no,
they don't need
AZ.
Yeah, Washington doesn't need any more bigs they need more wings or guards. So if you're going to have Citron play the 3, well then go fix your 1 and 2, right? Go get AZ Fudd and go get Raven Johnson. Now you're wearing a Raven Johnson, AZ Fudd, Citron, Kiki, and Bay out there. Tell me what's going on. Let's go to work. And you got length on the bench, right? I'm good with
that. Next up, let's keep it rolling. We coach who didn't play. Maddie Westbeld.
She needs to find somewhere to get on the court. That's what I would say. She needs to find somewhere to get on the court.
Not a lot to say there. Cheyenne Sellers. She didn't play a lot.
She didn't play. She didn't play at all.
We saw her. She
was glitching.
Glitching.
That's what she was doing.
Tina Papa.
Wish she would have got drafted higher. But I love the spot for her. When they picked this pick, I was like, yo, I love the fit because she's going to Atlanta and they need 3-point shooting. That's perfect. So I love that for her. Papa gets a B+ for me on the season.
Michaela Timpson.
I don't even understand why they made this pick, but whatever. She gets a C+.
Bree Hall. She didn't play a lot. She was on the floor.
Yeah, she didn't. She scored her first bucket with Golden State, but she didn't really get the opportunity to really show off herself. Next year she'll be in the league, so look for Bree Hall to take.
I'm giving Bree Hall an incomplete. I just didn't see enough.
That's fine. I'm just saying she'll be in the league next year. Don't worry.
Sanaya Fagan.
I think that LA can play a little bit more the way they're looking, especially like when it's time to play a defense in the post area where they're getting cooked at a lot of times. Fagan could get them some quality minutes. So I can't do nothing but give her a C or incomplete on this one because she hasn't really played a lot.
Let's see.
Nobody else played in the second round.
Lucy Olsen. Lucy played.
Played for who? Oh, is she hurt in Washington right now?
I don't know if Delia Daniels played. Who? Lucy Olsen?
Yeah.
Nah. Lucy just was on the floor the other night, was she? Lucy Jordan Olsen. Yeah, I think Lucy just played the other day. Unless she got hurt that day. For some reason I think she just played. Let's see. JJ Quinterly.
She gets a B plus for sure. Fighting through all the odds. Yeah.
Caitlin Chin.
C.
Caitlin Chin so funny. She did not get paid to that just the other day. Taylor Theory.
Taylor Theory. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Atlanta.
You forgot Latu King. That's all. That's what I thought you were gonna go to because she actually played. She actually been getting run from all the third round picks. She been finding a job.
Where Liatu playing at right now?
I don't know what she's playing at right now, but she done bounced around and been on like 4-5 different teams. Yeah, I think she.
See, I was remembering Liatu getting picked up by teams, but not really getting no run after LA. But what grade you got for it?
It's still incomplete but she's been getting, her number been getting called. That's a damn sure. That's one team that's one person they've been calling her, but she's an incomplete. Can't really give her a grade. Can't really grade nothing
on that. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Aubrey Griffin. I don't think she ended up playing too much. Am I forgetting anybody? Am I forgetting anybody? No, so out of the names that we didn't call, which one of those names do you think we will call next year?
Give me 1 second. Let me look back at the second round right quick. Bree Hall. That's if I gotta put my money on somebody. If I gotta put my name on somebody from out the second and third round, Bree Hall.
Oh, I mean, out of any round. Bree Hall, because Bree made two rosters. I don't really think about her as a name that we really didn't call. But like, I think Harmony Turner is over there trying to put in some work, so I hope we see her back. Cheyenne Sellers, she glitched. I got a chance to see her on the floor for 3X without the brace on. Looked like she was playing herself back into shape, so I hope she gets another shot. I am interested to see how Aisha Coulibaly comes back off the injury. Anybody else I'm curious about?
I think the person, I'll just say JJ. I'll give Golden State some love. JJ. That's all I'll say. You're going to be hearing about
JJ played, so I expect her back to work when she's healthy. Sharkenstein, I see you over there on Instagram. What's happening? What you got before we get ready to get out of here? That was a good look at the draft. I mean,
oh yeah, no doubt. I think it was definitely some quality pieces, better than expected out of this draft, that most people didn't expect. I think there's a lot of room for improvement year two for a lot of these players, but the opportunity is going to be given to a lot more rookies moving forward. I think Washington is showing you if you buy into the rookies and you buy into the youth movement, that you can really set your franchise up for great success. but you have to be willingness to play the rookie. So, from a standpoint of this, if you invest your time into scouting and understand who these players are in college, the better your WNBA roster will get faster. So
Absolutely.
that's what I would say from that standpoint. Because looking forward, there's going to be a lot of versatility in the draft as far as wings and guards go, especially at that shooting guard, small forward position. You just got to understand who players are and build around them.
Absolutely. Rob, what you got up for the rest of the day on the channel?
I got Buffs talk tonight. It's game week, so it's time to get into it. Colorado versus Georgia Tech this on Friday, so time to crank this thing up. Time to crank it up.
Time to crank this thing up. Y'all be on the lookout for the Colorado Buffs coverage coming up. We're gonna have some exclusive content coming up. I got now what sound off in just a few minutes. Gonna get HD on the hot seat. I got everybody on the hot seat today. I got everybody on the hot seat about something today. So it's hot seat Monday. It should be fun. Rob, I appreciate you breaking it down, taking us back through the draft. I'm excited college football is back. Skull Buffs. Hey, man, listen. It's gonna be some Gamecock coverage going on too. The Gamecocks, man, listen. They got 3 together now that they might be able to really get over the hump this time. So we're gonna see. Yeah, hot seat Monday. Hot seat Monday. We started with Rob. We got HD coming up, and we're gonna put Coach Rowe on the hot seat, and then we're gonna put Coach Coleman on the hot seat. So it should be a fun day. And we got some hoops in between. So enjoy. Oh, I can't let you out of here. Man, make your picks. Make your picks for today. We got Connecticut versus who? New York. Who is New York playing today? Is it Connecticut?
I'm gonna go New York. I know New York is playing New York and Aces.
You got New York and the Aces? Okay.
Yeah.
We got Virginia Tech Sunday. Yes, we do. Minus the Bay talk. Louis, you and Rob and Bay is hilarious.
Yeah,
they starting to cut. They starting to cut people down in the NFL. Let's go. So yeah, we appreciate y'all picking up and rocking with us today. Look, it's just the start of a fun Monday, man. Between all of the platforms, make sure y'all are subscribed across all of the social media platforms. If you're not watching us on YouTube, pop over on our YouTube channels. Give us a subscribe. Give us a hit that notification. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. Rewatch game. Hit the comment. Push this thing out. 5 of y'all still share this thing. Each one of y'all bring 10 next time. I see y'all in about 15 minutes with Nephew. Welcome to HDI TV. That's RobDaManMedia. Mr. Shake My Hand. Cess Talk Sports, y'all. We out.